Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. So in this episode we're going to be trying something different. We're going to be doing, this will be like a compilation of videos. We're going to start out with a basic beginner looting setup. So what this setup is just, if you've watched my other videos, I have a guide on a beginner implant setup. It's like $100 million or so. Just got your basic volatile implant, behemoth, devil's implant, quartermaster, enforcer, runner, Neurodrive, Secrolink, Catalyst, Celerity, Adrenostem, and Brawler implant. So that's what I'm running. Altogether, there is my bonuses. So very little looting bonus, 10% pretty much all around. Same thing for movement speed and all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one loot run where we fill up all our inventory and we're going to see how much money we make. The next video, we will increase our looting maybe to like 100%. And we'll do the same thing, and then we'll go to maybe 150 or 200, and we'll do a compilation of videos with different loot bonuses and just see how much of a difference it makes and where the sweet spot is. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we are in the southeast zone. We are death row, whatever you want to call it, and we are in the bunker, and we are just starting. So since I just put on my implants, I'm going to walk out. I'm going to walk back in, and that kind of just resets everything for me. We are in multiplayer mode. I'm going to stay in that. It looks like we are alone here. We have 36 slots to fill. And I'm going to be taking 20,000. I probably need to turn the game volume down. I'm going to be taking 20,000 looting up, so like all my scrap. Like the game's a little loud, so try that. Trying to watch my voice here and see if the game is too loud. I think we're all right. So anyway, all right. So here we go. Neuro. I'm just curious how much of a difference it's going to make as far as value of items, you know, value, quality, amount, all that stuff. So we're going to see what happens here because, again, this is something I have not done. I've done looting tests with different setups before, but never really step by step to compare them. I'm not taking ammo. If I just had to guess, I would say that I'm not going to fill up very quickly. I'm not taking clothing. A lot of meds, and I'm used to looting with my other implants, so I can honestly already tell a huge difference, guys. You know, typically I would have found, I don't know, you know, several items. May not be good items, but I would have located several different like scrap items by now. But again, this is what it's like for new players, guys. So implants do cost a lot of money. But I think at the end of the day, you're going to see why and that they're actually worth it. And one other tip, which we'll do next time we barricade, you should always look and see how much money, meds, food, ammo, all that stuff is selling for, because when you're playing like me, especially with like, you know, low loot stuff, like I don't have very many looting implants. It may be been like this, for example, maybe gasoline selling for, you know, I don't know, maybe 40,000 a stack. If that's the case, you would want to pick that up because that's going to keep building as you loot. But since I typically always have you know, my looting gear on, I usually don't have to rely on ammo and meds and things like that. But with a build like this, that's probably something I should be looking at. Ow, that hurt. I did bring 2 repair kits. I think it was just that snake that got me. And we should have a July 4th event coming up, guys, here, you know, shortly. So keep your eyes open for that. Typically, it's just some, like, I don't know, just your normal, maybe damage, experience, things like that. Just normal EXP boosts or, you know, looting boosts, things like that. Usually not a ton of cosmetics. I believe last year there was a top hat, some apparel, but normally it's nothing, you know, too crazy. And what we'll do, just for the sake of not making a whole movie trying to do one loot run, because I think this will take quite a while, maybe we'll do like 20 minutes each, and then see kind of what that looks like. And doing tests like this, you know, it helps out new players, it helps out existing players, it helps out all types of ranges of players because, you know, some people have max gear, but a lot of people are not at, you know, they don't have all the implants. So this can kind of give you a guide as to what you're looking for and what kind of build that you're close to. And maybe that'll give you guys some opportunities to see what you may need and want, things like that. So hopefully this helps out somebody. Already looted that. Those worms are very hard to hit. I usually don't see them when they bite me. And we are almost 8 minutes in, and we've barely filled up any backpack space, guys. And if you've watched my videos before, we do these bunkers, you know, off and on. And typically I can get pretty close to filling up my backpack in one run. Maybe not always, but usually pretty close. Maybe like 5 spots or so. So again, with me almost, you know, done with this, we've filled up barely any backpack space, guys. You also got to take into account, though, my normal build has like 300-400% item boost. You know, as far as like finding armor, finding weapons, loot spot chance, all that stuff. So, and I do take nails, I do take planks. You guys have all heard me say that over and over again. And actually, those can be some of the better items to sell. And we will check that out at the end. And I will take those. Somebody was asking about the, oh, I got bit. Oh, get that guy about the mag storm. As you can see right now, I'm shooting through multiple enemies. If I use my alt fire down here, you're going to see this change right there like that. Now I'm going to shoot. It will not go through the enemies, but I will do a lot more damage. So that's what the alt fire does. Ooh, now we're finding some stuff. So 1700 damage there per hit, where if I'm doing the regular fire mode, it'll go through, and if I hit multiple zombies, it will split that damage. So that's the difference, guys, with the mag storm. Magstorm is definitely my favorite looting weapon. Yeah, it's like, I don't know how much it is right now. It's usually 200, 300 million, 400 million, 500 million. It's something wild. But obviously I don't think it's worth that price, but very, very, very good weapon. There's a good, you guys could see the damage right there. It was like 400. It's because I was shooting multiple enemies at once. And again, you can tell a difference in cash. So we're at 20,850, and normally I can get into 100,000. All right, so the first run, we are only 11 minutes in, so I think we'll have time to do one more. I'm in single player mode. I'm going to change that. I didn't even realize my game was in single player. I just like interacting with people, so that's why I do that if you're wondering. You do have desync, things like that, but I just like to play with people. So, I mean, sometimes some interesting things happen, you know? Maybe someone wants to go on a loot run or do bosses or something like that, so I just enjoy multiplayer mode. Nails. And again, we're not going to have a lot of loot spots because we literally just looted the bunker. I was hoping we had looted enough spots to reset it, but I don't think that's going to be the case. It's not. So, I mean, there's hit or miss, but I don't think there's enough here that we're going to stay. We'll move to a new building and just keep going. Because, I mean, after you clean an area out, sometimes you can go back and have loot spots, but if you didn't loot enough spots, generally it's kind of dry, so you want to move locations, guys. Now, if you barricade and come back out, you won't have that issue. We're going to go right up here. And we're at the hospital. Don't get any of that. And when we so what I'm going to do is I'm going to record everything, you know, how many loot spots we did, how long it took, where we went. I'm also going to write down the money because that is an important factor. And we're going to factor all of this in, guys. So again, we'll do this run. I'll make another video and I'll do it with 100%. And then we'll do another video with 150, maybe 200, and so on and so forth. Oh gosh, I might die. But then we'll compare them all. So that is our plan, guys. And this is why I bring repair kits. So I have 92 armor, but if I go to my inventory, I take my box, drag and drop, 292. We are good again. Not taking that ammo. So you can feel a huge difference though, man. When you stack up that loot chance, you can really tell a difference. If there's something you guys want me to review, again, as always, just ask. I will do my best to, you know, do any requests that are given to me. I'm used to having so many loot spots. It's so crazy to see, like, bare bones. Like, I'd have one, you know, on that body. I'd have one over there on that body. I'd have one there. And that guy's got the Halloween helmet on. Those things look so sick. And we'll probably demonstrate those during the next Halloween event or something like that. I need to get into some more cosmetic stuff for you guys. We still got about 5 or 6 minutes left, and we'll call it around 20 minutes. I seen somebody here recently found a the new rifle. They found the new rifle down here, the split core. So that's pretty cool. Somebody's first orange. And like, just so you guys have an idea, to like find a weapon like that, you know, I don't know how many I've found, man, but I would say in my whole life of playing Dead Frontier, maybe 1 or 2 times have I found something crazy like that. I don't even know if I found 2, to be honest with you. So hitting a jackpot like that, everybody thinks, you know, oh, I should have found something by now. Dead Frontier's not like that. Dead Frontier, it takes a long time to find an item like that, you know. And sometimes you just never will, you know. I don't know if I'll ever find something like that again. It's kind of a one-off, and it's just a lucky RNG, you know what I mean? So don't get discouraged. You know, if everybody found those items, they would beat the game insanely quick, because those items sell for so much. Hitting that Hail Mary, it's supposed to be a Hail Mary, you know what I mean? If I found an item worth 200 million or something like that, frequently, the game would be over quickly. So, just something to keep in mind when you're down here looting. The chances are you're going to make most of your money off scrap. You may find an implant or something every now and then, but the 20k, 40k pickups are where your money's at, even for in-game players. Mag storm. Mag brothers. And we have about 2 more minutes left. So right now we're down to 25 slots. We only found like, I don't know, 10 items or so, guys. And I also have the criminal, what would I call that? My criminal is my class, or profession, I guess is technically the right word. A lot of nails and planks, which typically I don't find those guys, so maybe that's something you find more frequently when, you know, you have less loot chance. And I don't know if this is true. Maybe somebody in the chat will know. I've heard that you have a better chance of finding blueprints if you have less, like, find item, or find, like, you know, find armor, find weapon. If you have less find armor, find weapon chance, you have a better chance at finding blueprints. The theory of that is, since your, you know, weapon chance and armor chance is so high, it kind of diminishes the chances of you finding a blueprint. So I don't know if that's true or not. If someone in the chat knows the answer for that, I'd love to hear it. Because I've heard back and forth on that, so just curious if anybody really knows that answer. So we've hit the 20-minute mark, and now what we're gonna do, I'll give it like 1 more minute since I had to bounce from the one place, the bunker, to the hospital. I know that took a second, so I'll do a little bit more just so I feel like it's fair. Because the next time we do our test, we're probably do the similar setup. That way it turns out, you know what I mean? I want everything to be as close as I can when I do these tests. Okay, so that finished this floor. So we are good. Let's go ahead and run out of here. We're going to go to our house. Our 20-minute run time is up, guys. I'll open this stuff. We'll call it quits. And doing that makes it quicker just going to outpost because there were zombies. Alright, so we're going to see how much money we made, guys. Let's get our calculator out. We have 40K in cash. We have 20K there. Oops. Another 20. 40. 20. 20. 40, 20. Now, I am going to count these because typically I would sell planks and nails. So let's see what they're worth. Nails are selling for 16K. So 16, 16, 16, and 16. And then what does a plank sell for? 18. So that 20 minutes we made $302,000, guys. So you know, typically you guys have watched my videos with my other gear. I know I can make 900 to 1.2 million, but that's not too bad. And we're gonna go from here. So what I'm gonna do is I will get a Excel sheet set up, and we're gonna record this. I'm gonna record how long it took. I'm gonna record where it went, the cash we got, the items, the totals, and all that stuff. And then with our next video, what we'll do is we will up our looting up to around 100, and we'll do that same test, and we'll just keep going and seeing where the best you know, bang for your buck is, so to speak. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all your support. I really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Please leave a comment below. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. Join our Discord. It's 100% free. It doesn't cost you guys a dime. And the link is in the description below. We have over 400 members. And everybody loves to help each other. So you guys are welcome to join us. So thank you guys again. And until next time, you guys stay safe out there. Peace.